the vitamin D triangle. Okay, so when you perceive colors, the brain is able to make references to certain emotions, right? So, as I mentioned before, certain colors bring certain emotions in people. Orange would give a feeling of that the individual, if you're wearing orange, sluggish, ignorant, calm, collected. White colors shows the sign of professionalism, honorable, trustworthiness. Dark colors show excitement, a sense of inhibition being removed, relations to death, and lust. Okay? So, in order for us to understand the vitamin D triangle, right, we need to know why vitamin D comes from the sun and affects the skin. Why do we get most of our vitamin D from the sun as opposed to our food source? Well, Mother Nature, God, most importantly God, obviously, made the vitamin D through the sun, allowing you to get through the sun to regulate the skin tones. Regulation allows you to have different skin colors, and people who are in darker countries would be dark skinned, in lighter countries, light skinned. Now, as I mentioned in previous videos, that the skin colors determine how people interact with you. So, if whites were to be in Africa, right, their skin will get darker, more pigmented, not as much, so that they can relate with the population, right? Now, in Africa, Africa is a crazy, wild, exciting country, right? So, if in Africa there's a gorilla or a tiger attacks a camp or an encampment, what happens is that Caucasians, when they see a dark-skinned individual, need to have a removance of inhibition, a sense of confidence increase, an ego increase, right? So, in a sense, they're going to have to be able to copy blacks to maybe dance their way out of the jungle, right? Or do some kind of crazy movement. Again, remember, you're dealing with animals. You're dealing with an animal situation, right? So they're going to need to be able to copy the black guy. That's where you see cultural appropriation, all this stuff, right? You always see a lot of whites is like Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. You see a lot of whites, maybe kind of bringing ideas, copying ideas. Whites, let's be real, a lot of them like black ideas. They like black culture. They like black ideas. So they will take it. A lot of blacks are a bit hesitant of taking white ideas, right? Again, we don't know, but hey, so the vitamin D triangle is allowing the races to work. The color codes and the sunlight. So everything comes from the sun and affects our perception by our eyes, by the brain, what the brain perceives as colors. So if you want to be rich, right, and you're a white guy, right, looking at all the past reactions, the past actions and stuff of what occurred, if you want to be rich, you got to start a business, right? Because the Caucasian skin is generally a sign of business and status. Right? That's why whites are able to hold on contracts better. People trust whites and what they say. If you're black and you want to be rich, you gotta start a revolution. A revolution. Now, it doesn't have to be overly dangerous or chaotic revolution. It could be just a regular revolution that works, right? When people see a darker skin tone, they want to know that they're breaking the rules a little bit, throwing things at the wall and ensuring that it sticks. They want to see that they want to have fun and they want to break the rules a little bit. So if you're black, you want to start a revolution and you want to have maybe your white friends manage the business for you. Because I always spoke about the contract system, right? The contracts. Again, the vitamin D triangle, right? Meaning that there's the sun and there's the eye, the lights going in the eye. Your contract will not be honored as much if you interact with the business, the other businesses and stuff. If you're darker skinned, it's not gonna be honored. Stuff is gonna go wrong, generally speaking. That's what happens all the time. So you need to have somebody managing your business for you that is probably of a lighter skin tone or wear light colors. Anyway, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.